Let's go out to Karina right now, who's going to show us how to restore that chaos with your office paperwork.
Check out this nice, clean, well-organized workspace. Okay, I'd like to say it was mine, but I'd be lying. You probably already guessed by now, this space was organized by our good friend Vicki Norris of Restoring Order. Vicki, amazing job.
Thank you.
A lot of paper coming through an office. Where do you begin?
Well, we're in a medical and research laboratory, so you're absolutely right. Tons of paper that needs to be contained, and we need to have a flow for that paper. So what we did was we started in the office assistant area and created some places for her to work. We set up some forms closely located to the printer, so that makes a lot of sense.
And that's along with that whole zoning concept.
That's right. We really want to zone the place so that it really serves that person and their specific role. And along those lines, we set up some trays here based on what her roles are: to bill, to enter, to do, to review, and to file. We have to get to filing. It's a really big part of any paper management system.
Okay.
So I want to show you what we did over here.
Again, right next to where it started.
That's right.
In the files.
There's a whole flow. Accounts payable and receivable, really important for any professional office space. And in fact, we set up 3 filing systems total, so we'll get to show you the others a little bit later.
Okay, and again with that whole zoning thing, we have the actionable paper, we have the filing where it's been filed to keep it, but then you also have blank forms and things like that.
Yeah, every office has things, and down here we set up the literature, and we also set up blank forms. So now they know when they need to reorder things. They've got their letterhead, they've got their brochures, different kinds of envelopes. So it's really a great thing for any office to separate forms, sort of those static papers, from the actionable papers.
You know, and what's interesting about this whole concept is you yourself are a business owner, so it's almost like you're doing a consulting on how an office should run.
Absolutely. You know, our corporate work is more high level. We do strategic planning, visioning, and we also set up job descriptions. Here's the job description for this role. And so we also gave her a master to-do list and a weekly schedule, and that really has helped the workings of this specific office.
Okay, so now we know what's going on in this office. Are we ready to tackle?
Yes, we want to see the office of the laboratory director, which we also did.
All right, let's go.
Great.
We have delved deeper into the office space, and here I found more evidence of Vicki Norris. Look at these beautiful labels. Oh, I feel organized just being near it.
Well, we also needed to set up some office supplies area and some forms area for the laboratory director that were at immediate use and at eye level.
It's right at eye level.
Isn't that great?
Because normally you have it hidden down below, and it's like, gee, am I out of my letterhead? Or
That's right. So he knows exactly when he needs to restock. And then, of course, it's surrounded by his research area.
Which is extensive,
yeah, important
as
as a
it should be.
consultant. Absolutely.
All right.
And then we did get into organizing the contents, of course, of the drawers and the desk, because everybody needs an organized office supply area.
Sure.
And then, of course, my favorite of this whole office.
Oh,
that's right. You can see the desktop. Isn't that fabulous?
It's amazing.
So that's really important. A huge volume of paper comes through here, Karina. It's really important that it stays clear so that he can keep his mind clear.
Absolutely. And what I'm noticing here, look at this. This doesn't have the Vicki Norris
That's right.
labels.
You know, we did that on purpose. We wanted to make sure that on the fly he could make new files that were project related and just get it together. And then also we set up an actionable area here with some trays that he could process paper, and that's really important so that he can keep it off of his desktop and queued for action.
Okay, and it's also been flowing from his assistant's office as well.
That's right, absolutely. You know, paper comes in to the main office and then it comes into this office.
So we've got the flow, and it flows over the desk, and
then we have, I told you that there were 3 filing systems. This is the corporate filing system, and that's why the laboratory director needs to have it in his care. So we've got operations, we've got corporate files, and then there's also a community set of files out in the laboratory, and that includes things like testing, research, equipment, and every office has that, Karina. A lot of people sometimes need access to the same information, so the global picture is figuring out who needs access to what.
to have Vicki Norris come